I remember being quite young at school, and I used to catch the bus to and from school morning and afternoon. And I remember one particular time when I was finishing off the school day, we'd finished classes, I was playing on the playground, and our bus arrived, and the kids that got onto the bus, and I was still playing, and as I was playing on the playground, somebody said, "Cameron, your bus is leaving." And I was maybe 100, 200 meters away. And I saw this and I grabbed my bag and I ran, but the bus was leaving without me. And I was stressed because my brother was on the bus and it was like an hour trip to get home, and I didn't know how I was going to get home. Now that I think about it, most likely the principal would have called my parents, they would have come pick me up, all that sort of stuff. But I didn't know that, and so I was freaked out. Um, and from that point on, I was very pedantic about being at the bus stop or being on time or trying to be on time as much as possible. Now, that's just an example of a time where I felt anxious and distressed. And in Philippians chapter 4, verse 6, it says this: when you are feeling anxious, it says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." And I've experienced anxieties and stresses and things like that throughout my life, and there have been more times I've missed buses and I've missed appointments and things like that, and it creates this anxiety or this stress in me. And maybe you're similar, but here it's saying when you're feeling that way, try not to feel that way, because we have direct communication and direct ability to talk with God. And I love that promise, because prayer isn't just sort of talking into the air, it's actually this direct access to the Creator God. And when you have direct access to the Creator God, it sort of puts everything in perspective, and you sort of start worrying less because you're communicating with the God that created this world, created everything in it, and created even time itself for us to enjoy. And so we believe that prayer connects us with Him, and it lifts us out of worrying, about the commonplace sort of things into the peace that only God can provide. I think of Daniel in scriptures where he prayed continuously throughout the day, and even had set times that he would pray during the day, no matter what happened around him, no matter what threats were there, no matter whether he was going to get chucked into a lion's den or whatnot. He was dedicated to praying because I believe he knew the benefits of it. We pray because God listens. We pray because He strengthens us. He shapes our hearts to be more like His, and prayer reminds us that we aren't alone in this world. This coming week, we're going to be doing a week of prayer. Now, if you've been receiving the record, you would see in there that there's a week of prayer, and we're going to be following that. And so, in the newsletter, there'll be the QR code to join in with our prayer meeting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening from 7 through to 8 o'clock. And would love to see you there. But we're going to do a week of prayer, and would love it if you joined us, just because it's great for us to get in touch with the Creator. I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you at church on Sabbath. Bye for now.